right, Patriot star Stefon Diggs is categorically denying accusations that he attacked and choked his personal chef. The woman says she was living in his
Listen up, the birds have landed. Hey y'all, I'm back on your screen with another one. Tonight we're doing yet another Trauma Chats, podcast style, so buckle up. And judging by the title, we're getting into Cardi B caping for her new man Stefon Diggs while he's in the middle of some messy allegations. Also, why this whole situation isn't giving peace any more than what she had with Offset, and why her jumping out to defend him felt reckless, disappointing, low-key embarrassing, and unfortunately very on brand. To me, all of this opens up a bigger conversation about how certain mainstream celebs stay protected even while they repeatedly act out, and how the public normalizes chaos because it mirrors what they're dealing with at home. So I broke this video into 4 clear talking points, so without wasting time, let's jump right in. First point, Cardi really walked out of chaos just to run straight back into more. Before we even get to Stefon Diggs, Cardi is still tied up in leftover drama from her marriage to Offset. That divorce is still not finalized. Rumor is Offset hasn't signed the papers yet. And then Selena Powell, certified clout chaser, pops back up doing exactly what she always does, dropping people's business. Some folks were shocked she spoke so openly about Offset allegedly owing the IRS and sharing private tea, but I wasn't fazed at all. Selena basically built a career off attaching herself to rappers and athletes, letting them talk too much, and then monetizing the tea for attention and cash. And she has never pretended to be anything other than that.
I was like, oh. I was like, why? How is it a bastard though? He was like, because if the babies aren't mine, that's a bastard. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, so what? You want the baby to be worse? He was like, yeah, because culture don't really f with the baby. He was like, yeah, like she just be side-eyeing the baby or whatever, and the nanny be telling me all this. Like, mind you, this is breaking news now. Cardi has a restraining order on Offset, so he cannot allowed to talk to the babies at all. He's been FaceTiming Culture through his other daughter this whole time and talking to Culture or whatever. And I guess Culture's been saying like she hasn't even met Stefon, so that's probably why like she thinks like how the fuck is his baby? And I don't talk to my dad like, how did you just have a baby? You know?
Yeah.
And she's like knowing that that's not her brother. And then he told me that he was gonna when he sees Stefon, he's gonna shoot him in his knee and strip him and rob him.
If I catch Buddy and I can catch him, it's gonna be bad.
You
So I
gonna
think
beat
she
him up?
knows some beat, strip, shot in the knee, all types of shit. See, I wasn't on his
Shot
ass.
in the knee.
At first,
Crackhead.
Yeah,
We
and
know that, though. He
said
praise
that
for
Stefon went to the hospital when she gave birth and was only there for a few hours because when they were signing the birth certificate, the nurse told her like, yeah, because you're legally married, it has to be Offset's name or your name. And so he got mad.
At this point, anybody choosing to deal with Selena knows exactly what they're signing up for. They know the track record, they know the risk, and they know exactly how the story ends. So to me, there was no reason for Cardi to crash out on Selena, at least not yet. Because number one, a lot of what Selena spilled is probably true. And number two, the mess makes Offset look awful, not Cardi. Cardi's real issue isn't Selena Powell. It's the man who felt comfortable pillow talking his full life story to another woman. If Cardi really can't stand Offset and feels like he keeps disturbing her peace, her home, and her sanity, then Selena exposing that info probably just confirmed what Cardi already suspected. But don't get it twisted. I don't think this is growth for Cardi. I don't think this is peace either. This is just a new chapter of old chaos with new characters rotating in. Now let's slide into point number 2, the kids, the revenge baby commentary, and why money doesn't cancel consequences. And this is where people get super defensive and start acting willfully clueless. The birds are birding. Y'all hear it? Child. Cardi has young kids, including her 7-year-old daughter, Culture, and she just welcomed a new baby with Stefon Diggs. And let me be crystal clear, I'm not diving into the whole Jessie Woo situation. Jessie is a fellow YouTuber I genuinely like, respect, and admire, and I'm not interested in turning commentary into creator-on-creator beef. However, the revenge baby remark exists, and people are going to have their own takes in the comments regardless. Here's what I will say. Children are not clueless. A 7-year-old can absolutely process that her parents are no longer together, her father doesn't live in the house, and her mom just had a baby that isn't her dad's. Even if Cardi hasn't introduced Stefon Diggs to her kids, which in my opinion was the right call, that confusion still sits in the background. Either way, that baby arrived extremely fast and during emotional instability, not long-term security. And every time people critique it, the defense squad jumps out yelling that Cardi is rich, she can afford it, and nobody can police her body or life. And okay, cool, all of that might be valid, but money doesn't erase consequences. Eventually, her kids are going to realize that 3 of them belong to one family unit and 1 does not. And that dynamic creates an emotional imbalance that no amount of wealth fixes. This is where the bird behavior call-out enters, because instead of prioritizing stability and structure, Cardi is over here saying Stefon brings her peace. I'm sorry, but girl, what kind of peace is this supposed to be?
Let me heal you. Give me a chance for me to heal you. And it's like, okay.
He said, let me heal you.
But Cardi keeps operating impulsively, and then the internet rushes to defend her because they recognize their own chaos in her decisions. Listen, I thought the birds migrated for winter, but apparently they're still perched exactly where they've been. Now, let's shift to point number 3. The allegations against
Tonight, Patriot star Stefon Diggs is categorically denying accusations that he attacked and choked his personal chef. The woman says she was living in his Dedham home when he assaulted her over a pay dispute. She says it happened one day after the Patriots' pivotal Monday Night Football victory against the Giants. The charges against Diggs are serious: strangulation, assault, and battery. And it's shocking to fans who were now concerned for the Patriots' playoff push.
In court documents, we learned the woman alleges that she and Stefon Diggs were having a growing dispute over pay and claims things grew physical one day in Diggs' home, a place where she worked.
New England Patriots wide receiver Stefon Diggs is currently facing felony strangulation or suffocation charges, along with misdemeanor assault and battery, after an alleged December 2nd incident involving his private chef, according to police in Dedham, Massachusetts. Through his attorney, Diggs has denied the allegations, and the woman's name was redacted in the report, but she told police that the situation began after a dispute over pay, when Diggs texted her saying her services weren't needed the week of November 7th, and she responded that she still expected to be paid. From there, the alleged incident escalated to the point where she reported feeling physically overwhelmed and afraid, and later said that Diggs' assistant tried to get her to sign an NDA in exchange for payment, which she refused. The chef initially didn't want police to pursue charges against the 2-time All-Pro receiver, but changed her mind on December 23rd. Meanwhile, Cardi B, who just had a baby with Diggs in November, is not named directly in the report, but the chef claimed she received a voicemail and text messages from a woman she believed to be Cardi, essentially encouraging her not to escalate the situation, which led her to believe Diggs knew law enforcement had been contacted. And listen, reading all of that back, any reasonable person would feel uneasy, because this isn't light internet tea, this isn't rapper gossip, and this isn't relationship mess. These are serious allegations involving violence, legal action, NDAs,